welcome back to another video. I thought it would be fun to sit down and do another little mom chat. I did one of these videos maybe a month or so ago and I really enjoyed it, and I thought I should do it again because honestly I'm an open book and I thought it might be helpful for some other moms out there if I just talked about some of the things that sometimes it's hard to talk about. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to jump right into this and try to get this video done while my baby is sleeping. Speaking of sleep, I think we should start with sleep training. The first time mom, there are two things people ask me about the most, and it's sleep training and cereal milk. But we're gonna start with sleep training. Am I sleep training? No, I'm not. There's no hate to any moms out there who do sleep train. I think we're all just trying to survive and we're all just like learning this one day at a time, one baby at a time. I personally am not sleep training. There was a few nights we let her cry it out for maybe 10 minutes and honestly it just broke my heart, and I'm like, there's no way that is soothing her. Like, she was just making herself more worked up, and I'm like, if my baby's gonna cry, she's gonna cry in my arms. Some nights she's sleeping in her crib, sometimes she's sleeping on me. Yeah, all that to say, we are not sleep training and it's working perfect for us. We are happy, our baby is happy. If you have any questions or if you need any encouragement, feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you. Going back to the cereal milk, that's something that I feel like the older generation will ask me a lot. If they'll say, oh, is your baby sleeping through the night? And then I say no. And that's okay because she is a baby. And then they're like, oh, well, you should give her some cereal milk and that will help her sleep through the night. And my thoughts on the cereal milk is, I personally am not going to give it to my daughter. It would just be like filling her stomach up with these empty calories so that she sleeps through the night for my convenience. It's not that the cereal milk is the best thing for her. And how I look at sleep right now is, all of us, we were all babies and we all grew up and we're all sleeping through the night. So that's my thought there. We're all gonna grow up and she's gonna sleep through the night and I'm gonna miss these moments. So I'm just trying to soak them in. It's up with society always just wanting the next thing. Like, if you're in high school, it's like, oh, what college are you going to go to? Oh, you're in college. What are you going to major in? Where are you going to do your internship? Married, when are you going to have kids? Oh, you have a kid. When you're going to have another kid? When are you going to start breastfeeding? When are you going to stop breastfeeding? When are you going to start foods? It's just like, can we just be present? Can we just like not always chase the next thing? And that's something like I personally am learning right now, is just to enjoy the present and to soak it in. So I'm trying my hardest not to rush things. I got on that rant because a lot of people are asking if we have started solids yet, and they were really saying, some people were really saying when she was like 5 and 6 months we should really be pushing solids, and we didn't do that. Our daughter did not show any signs of readiness, and so she is 7 months and still is being exclusively breastfed, and that is working for her. It's working for me. So if she's happy, I'm happy. I am just going to trust my mommy gut and know that I will know when she is ready for foods, and she will let me know when she is ready for foods. On a completely different topic, a lot of people in my life will ask me how to have an unmedicated birth. I did have an unmedicated hospital birth and I loved it. I'm so thankful for my birth experience. It was awesome. I feel like the best thing I can do in this topic is just point you in the direction of a different YouTube channel. It's called Built to Birth. She's awesome and I would definitely watch her videos. I'm not going to talk in detail about this next little category, but I am just going to say one thing about it because I wish people would talk about it more. I never saw anyone talk about it, and that's the only reason I'm going to bring this up, but it's intimacy after giving birth is what I'll say. And I was really fearful of that. I was really scared that it was going to hurt, and I also like felt like this pressure to like bounce back into it, and I'm not sure why. All I'm gonna say here is to just listen to your body and not listen to a timeline. And for me, when I went to the doctor at my 6-week appointment and was cleared for normal activities, I did not feel cleared. I did not feel healed. I was not ready. I was like, I can't. And I talked to my husband. I'm like, hey, the doctor cleared me, but I am not ready. I'm like, I do not feel ready. And he was so gracious and so patient. And he was like, take your time. We do not have to rush this. And so I don't know if that's gonna be helpful for anybody, but I would say just don't feel rushed in any category with the sleeping, with the feeding, with your body. Don't be rushed, be present. And I feel like that's a great transition to just, let's talk about some advice for mom. My best advice for new moms or second time, third time moms is to be present in every moment. For me, I want more kids, but I also understand that like I am not promised more kids. Like there is a chance that my daughter is the only child we could have, and so I don't want to miss it. I want to be present when I'm playing with her on the floor. If she's sleeping on me, I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush her growing up. The next thing that has worked for us is to keep it simple. Less is more, truly. For us in every category of our life, less is more, but specifically with a baby, they do not need more things. They need you. They need a healthy mama and a happy mama. So do not feel like you have to go and buy all the gadgets. Me and my family, it is so much better when we just buy things as we need them, instead of like buying things a year in advance, having to store it in a closet forever. It's like even with her clothes, it's like she's wearing her pajamas and her outfits, and oh, they're starting to get a little small. Let me go to some thrift stores. Let me place an order. And that has just been way less overwhelming than feeling like I have to have everything stocked up for the next year. Last little advice thing that I'm currently practicing, and then we will move over to postpartum, is like creating healthy habits now. Because I know for me, unhealthy habits are so much harder to break than just maintaining healthy ones. So that's something I was thinking about, even like honestly with screen time. I think that's a great example. I don't want my daughter to grow up and just have these memories of me always looking on my phone when we're playing. And I'm like, man, if I create that healthy habit now, if I'm gonna be a present mom and not have my phone in my hand all the time, that's gonna be way easier to maintain versus if I'm like, oh, she's a baby, she doesn't even realize I'm on my phone. Next thing you know, she's 2 years old, she definitely realizes I'm on my phone a lot. I'm like, I just don't even need to open this can of worms, because it's gonna be really hard to close it, if that makes sense. So that's like my last advice, is just practice things now so you're not having to break unhealthy habits later. All right, let's chat about how to prepare for postpartum. And I'm not talking about that cute little Pinterest postpartum kit that you see everywhere. I don't really know if that's necessary. I didn't do one of those kits and I survived. I do think there's 3 main things that really help me prepare for postpartum. And the first one is staying active during pregnancy. If you can. I know every pregnancy is different, but if you can move during pregnancy, keep moving. If you didn't work out before you got pregnant, I probably wouldn't go do CrossFit, but I would go on walks and do some light workouts at your house. There's so many free, amazing ones on YouTube. I personally do Sammy Clark's Form workout program, doing her program for years before I ever got pregnant, and so I just continued that throughout my pregnancy. And I really think just staying healthy and moving really helped prepare my body for labor. I mean, someone wouldn't go run a marathon without training for it, so that's kind of how I viewed labor, and I also think that really helped me recover postpartum. The next thing that was really helpful postpartum is resting. I don't know why this is so hard for moms to rest, but you need to rest postpartum. I took so many naps with my baby. I would lay in my pajamas all day. Just resting and getting sleep is, this last thing shouldn't be a no-brainer, but for some reason it's very easy to forget, and that is eating. Make sure you are eating enough calories. A baby just came out of you. That's so much work. And then also just like those weeks and months right after. I mean, if you're breastfeeding, your body is giving. So you need to make sure that you're taking in calories. Also, my eyes have just been really open to the baby industry as a whole, and something I have to remind myself all the time is it is a business. Like, yes, some of these companies are amazing and their products are so cute and they have great morals or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, it is a business. They are trying to sell you an object so that they can make money, so that they can provide for themselves, yada yada yada. Just because someone is selling something doesn't mean you have to have it. Honestly, when I'm thinking about parenting and babies and just whatever, I really think back to Jesus and when he was a baby, and I think about, like, what did Mary do with Jesus? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she would just, like, lay him on a blanket on the floor, and I'm pretty sure she probably just, like, walked around with him and, like, pointed at trees, and I'm pretty sure she kept it pretty simple, probably comforted him, like, with her body. And I'm just pretty sure Mary didn't have all these gadgets and everything, and I'm like, Jesus turned out pretty good. I mean, he turned out perfect. Okay, I know this video was all over the place and so random, but that is just, like, what's on my heart right now, and so I wanted to share it. Hopefully this kind of made sense, and if you resonated with any of these points, please leave a comment, or you can message me on Instagram. I'd love to chat with some of you moms. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I would love for you to subscribe and support my channel. That would really mean a lot to me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.